Hello and welcome to the last week ahead video. Now in today's video I'll take a look at two things. I'll take a look at gold and I'll take a look at Kotak Mahindra Bank. I'll take a look at both of them from a perspective of a short-term, medium-term and short-term and medium-term trader, not long-term. But before we do all that, let's take a general view of the market and what I expect to happen on the overall front in terms of news and all. Now, coming to the markets, anyone who traded last week knows that last week was severely a box range type of market, as I would say 95% of the week, whether you look at the indexes or a lot of stocks, they stayed sort of completely flat in a box range and basically hammered out a lot of people who try to look for a trend. Me and clients stayed out last week, and that paid off because you'd have either just gone in and lost. In option buying, lost premium. Option selling, you got premium, but the spikes were just two, so the premium was not worth it. And if you're doing futures or equity, there was hardly any move. So I expect that pattern of severe stagnation to sort of reduce this coming day in the coming future, because this week seems to already starting to pick on a big pace. Number one, Trump's deal with Iran is in jeopardy. As I've always been tweeting out everything, Israel cannot allow peace, and they seem to be on that path. Number two, we're going to start seeing a bit of a shake-up in Europe over this week. This is already rumors are there that on Monday, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will be resigning. So if that happens, then that will also come and start playing into the effect, as it will affect Europe. So naturally, a small effect will come, not a large one on the Indian market, because we're not that. Indian market likes to react to the US market like it's the same market, but to the European markets is slight reaction only. Then apart from that, also this week we'll have to, it's a truncated week, so option premiums are going to behave a bit differently, because on Friday the market will be closed for Muharram. So this is going to be a week which is going to be a lot of news coming in, from the deal to Keir Starmer, and then also we have the thing. So that is going to cause, I expect this week not to be that box range type like what we saw in the prior week. Now we move on and we'll first take a look at Kotak Mahindra Bank, after which we'll take a look at gold. Now Kotak Mahindra Bank, in the past, if you look at it long term, it's not given any performance to anyone. You look at medium term, it's not given performance. If you look at short term, it's been mostly in a decline. But this past few weeks, it sort of went in a box range and then it gave a small spike and then has reached the point where it has reached now. Now what is my trading plan going for it ahead? Now I'll zoom into the chart more so I can explain. Now when we take a look at Kotak Mahindra Bank, it has a very strong resistance at 413 and a strong support at 394. So technically this is once again my favorite range play. Now how I will trade it on Monday morning, if Kotak opens below this, then it's going to be a short at 394. If 394 breaks at any point on positional, then it comes a short to 385 and 372. On the other hand, if 394 holds, then it's a long back to 413 and 421 probability. So I'm looking at Kotak in more of a perspective of, I'm not looking to stay in for more than 1-2 days at a time. Like I showed, if it ends up opening bearish on Monday, I will short it to 394, but at 394 I will get out. I'll wait to see if that support zone can hold. If that support zone shows strength that it is holding, then I will end up basically waiting for a bullish signal to go long again. However, if it shows it's breaking, then I'll look at a short to go down to 385 rupees. So my trading plan in Kotak is going to be heavily based on how 394 is handled, and then how also 413 is handled. Now coming to whether I'll use futures, equity or what. Now if I see that there's a long opportunity coming and it's holding 394 rupees, then I will go long via equity and I'll also sell puts. However, if I see 394 is breaking and this is more of a short opportunity, then I will go long, I will go short only via option sells. I will not go short aggressive in Kotak, because 385 is also a very strong support pattern, and that can also decide to hold. So this is something which I'm going to be on the short side. I'm going to be actually more cautious. I'm only going to go via option selling. On the long side, I'll go via equity buying plus option selling. No futures and no option buying I'm going to use. Only intraday I'll use if it breaks this to go to 394. Otherwise, I'm going to stick to this one, to the traditional equity and option sales, as that is what will be safer. Now next we take a look at gold. Now gold has basically been on a downward move, but that has largely been due to all the rumors of peace which Donald Trump has floated and everything, that finally these wars are going to cool off and all that, which has let gold come down in a gradual manner. But now I believe gold has reached another critical point, and it is, if it breaks the low of basically what it made on Friday, then it can go to 4030 and 3940. However, if it holds the low of Friday, then there is a chance of it going back to 4370. Why I'm saying that is between 4370 and 3940, this is a box range move in which you're going to get 2 moves. So you're not going to be able to think about the whole thing settling. However, if the news comes that the deal is completely dead, then we'll be going up in a very clean manner, and as gold will naturally benefit from that. So my trading plan for gold revolves around 2 things. Number 1, if I see it breaking 4370, then I'll go back long to 4520. If it breaks that, 4840 and 4960. On the other hand, intraday, if I see it break on Monday morning this support, then I'll short it for 4030. After that, I'll exit. I'm only going to, between this, the low of Friday and 3940, I'm going to treat gold only as an intraday trading tool. So intraday trading, I might do futures, I might do option buys. But if I see any strength here, I go long once again for this. So now when we look at both what you've covered today, Kotak and gold, both of them are in a sort of a situation in which they can give parallel moves all of a sudden on either side. So do watch out for that, and I think both of these are going to give a lot of opportunity to intraday traders plus to positional traders who want to catch a move. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.